Let's bring on board then our experts, Ruchit Jain, Mitul Shah and C.A. Rudramurthy, all three joining in. Welcome, gentlemen. Let's discuss the first recommendation, Aurobindo Pharma. Great recommendation given the fact that the stock is rallying hard on the back of the Credit Suisse report. Is it poised for further upside, Ruchit?
Good morning. Overall, we have seen the short-term trend of Aurobindo Pharma is positive. From the low of 580 in end of Feb, the stock has given a good up move. In the last 10-15 trading sessions, it had just shown a sideways momentum. So it was good that instead of price correction, the stock had showed a time-wise correction in last 10-15 trading sessions. And we were expecting this up move today since the consolidation was also taking support near the 89 days of exponential moving average. On the higher side, I'm still expecting the stock to move up to 830, 832 levels. Although the target was given from intraday perspective, that has been achieved. But still, I think if anyone is holding long positions, now today's gap should be the stop loss on any long positions, and 830 would be the short-term target of the stock.
That's the word coming in on Aurobindo Pharma, and clearly the stock is having a good day, 4.5% of an uptick coming in, and Ruchit's target price has already been achieved there. Let's shift focus then to Mitul's portfolio, and Mitul, you've decided to go long on Magma Fincorp, and today the stock is doing very well, just a shade below the 100 mark where you've placed a target price. Would you expect a target price to be met today?
Yes, of course. The NBFC is the name of the game right now. All the financing companies are doing very good. Particularly if I talk about the Magma Fincorp, if you see from 65 to it went to 90, again came back to 75, again it went back to 90, and from 90-95 it was consolidating from since long time, and yesterday we have seen a very good breakout. So I am expecting this time that it will pass 100, 105. 105 is a very steep zone. There are a lot of hiccups there, but if it starts moving 105, we are going to see that target of 135 in a medium term.
Okay, that's the levels to monitor on Magma Fincorp. It's been a pretty spectacular run. Today, Mitul is talking about levels of 100 on the upside and is bullish on the stock. Rudra, let's get to the first recommendation, Century Textiles Futures. What would be the important levels to map out? The stock is looking very lackluster for now.
See, this stock has moved up non-stop from levels of 450 to current levels of 620, 625. It had a small resistance at 625 and it also met with some supply. Having broken even levels of 625 now, the stock is next headed towards levels of 750 in a medium to longer time frame. Stock also trades in F&O and stock is finding lot of buying interest and accumulation on every depths. So for the game show, I am buying Century Textile, keeping in mind a target of 674 and with a strict stop loss of 628 where the breakout has seen.
That's the word coming in on Century Textile May Futures, Rudra's first trading idea there. Ruchit, let's discuss Kane Futures. You've decided to go long on this one as well with a target price of 158. What's your rationale there?
If you observe a bit longer term charts of Kane, then the last 3 years the stock has continuously performed well on 89 EMA. On daily charts, if we just plot 89 days of exponential moving average, then whenever the stock was in an uptrend, on every correction, the 89 EMA was acting as a support. And now, whenever the stock was in a downtrend, on every release, 89 EMA was acting as a resistance. So recently, in the month of March, we saw the stock had given the first signs of higher top, higher bottom formation and a crossover of this 89 EMA, which indicates that the short-term trend of the stock has now turned positive. Past 1 month, the prices have again consolidated after an up move. The prices have taken support at 89 EMA, again started moving higher. This also coincides with the 38.2% retracement of recent up move. So that's a strong support zone over here. We believe that this upside momentum would resume from here on, and hence it's a good opportunity for short-term traders to get into the stock at current levels after this corrective move. For day trading perspective, I have recommended it with a stop loss of 146, but from positional perspective, 140 should be the stop loss, and on higher side, 158 is the intraday target, which I still believe could be achieved in second half. And on the higher side, if anyone can still hold for next at least 10 to 15 days, then I think 162, 164 is quite achievable for the stock.
Okay, there you have it, some important levels that are being flagged off. Clearly, this is a hold call for a slightly longer term view as well. And Kane India for now is looking pretty sluggish, down by about 1.5%.
Mithul, we spoke about Magma FinCorp. Now let's discuss financial technologies. Walk us through why this appeals to you. Is this just purely a short-term trading call, or are you looking at the stock from a slightly longer-term view and believe that 90 is a good level to dip in?
If you see a financial technology from 76, it went to 1995, then it again came back to 75, 85 and made a very good base. Yesterday it has given a very good volume plus price breakout, but unfortunately there was no follow through today. But if it started moving above 93, that is the level I will be watching out. If it started moving above 93, we can expect at least a target of 120. So that is the where my call is actually, that if it's started moving above 93, then I'll be positive for the medium term. Otherwise, it is a short term trading call. And for the show, my target is 95 with a stop loss of 88.90.
That's the word coming in on financial tech by Mithul. The stock today is rather quiet, but still managing to hold out in the positive territory. In fact, over the last 1 month, the stock has seen a spectacular rally by gaining a good 15%. Move on then and talk about Orient Paper. Rudra has picked out this stock and he's placed a buy call on this one with a target price of about 43.9. The stock is doing very well in today's session, 4% higher and counting for Orient Paper. Rudra, if you can tell us, what is it that's working in favor for the stock?
See, levels of 35 to 40 was a very big consolidation zone for Orient Paper, and strong hands were accumulating this stock at those levels where a huge increase in volume with price breakouts was clearly seen. Yesterday, stock moved up more than 10%, confirming the break of consolidation zone. And having done that, I expect this up move to further continue. And that is how I have picked up Orient Paper, looking for short-term targets of 43 rupee 90 paisa for the day. And I have kept a strict stop loss of 40.75 on this long call.
Okay, that's a view coming in on Orient Paper. Some of the important levels there to map out. Let's get in a check then. How's everyone doing on the stock game? What are the scorecards indicating so far? Ruchit Jain, and pull up his calculator first up. Well, for the day, he's been got the target price achieved on Aurobindo. 3 stocks which are making him some pretty smart gains, all barring a Cairn India May futures. And for now, what's the total tally looking like? Well, a 0.5% up. That is 2,900 rupees, where Ruchit's portfolio currently stands. Mithul Shah up next, and Mirza International is doing wonders. He's achieved the target there and he's making gains across the board. So a smart portfolio on day 2, 3% higher, 15,390. And finally then CA Rudramurthy, and ditto for him, one stock where the target has been achieved, and that's CCL Products. Century Textile looks a bit weak, but more than making up with Orient Paper. That's 2.3%, 11,650 rupees. So as things stand, Mithul Shah in the top slot, followed by CA Rudramurthy and Ruchit Jain. But it's early days still. We'll be, of course, monitoring the winner. Take a quick break and come right back. We'll be discussing some more picks.
Welcome back. You're watching BNSN The Stock Game, where we're discussing our guest portfolio. On to stock number 3 then. And Richard, DHFL, you've decided to go along on this one with a target price of 216. What is it that you like about Dewan Housing?
Yeah, overall, last 2 months, the stock has been forming this high top, high bottom structure. Although it's an overlapping wave structure and not an impulsive one, but still I think the way the consolidation has been seen in last 8 to 10 trading sessions, the next leg of up move should take the stock up to 220, 222. So from a short-term perspective, the stock is trading at a good support level. 192 has been a good support for the stock, 192, 195. So from a positional perspective, keep stop loss 192. Although no, from just looking at the intraday charts, I have kept 196 as a stop loss. And on the higher side, 218 would be the first target, and 222, 218 to 222 range seems quite possible in short term.
That's the range being mapped out on Dewan Housing, and the stock for now is at about 206 in trade. Time to discuss then the next pick that has been picked out by our next expert, and let's watch out for Mirza International. Just map out the long-term chart and see how this one has fared in the last 1 month as well as the last 6 months. For now, the stock is quoting at 108. The long-term charts indicating that it has seen a good gain from levels of about 98. Mithul, you're seeing more upside here?
Yes, of course. If you see, it's a classic uptrending rebounding chart. That's it was previously into the very good uptrend. Now it has come down, made a very good base. If you see, from 70 it went to 140. It came back, retraced up to 90 again, and made a very good base. From last 10 days, the last 2 weeks, it was trading in a range of 100, 108. It has given yesterday. It has given a very good box breakout, and this box breakout suggests us that with the price plus volume action was there. So this suggests us it's all set for making a new high again, and that's a very good sign. And for the show, my target is 109 with a stop loss of 105.75.
And good call there, Mithul. Your target price has already been achieved for Mirza International. The stock is gaining 1.5% as we speak. Let's discuss Rudra's last trading idea, in fact, third trading idea, which is CCL products. Now, your target price here has already been met, Rudra. 197 was the target that you were pegging at, and a smart uptick coming in, 9% higher. Do you wish you would have placed a higher target price, and how much higher do you think CCL products can go from here on?
See, CCL was one stock which was consolidating in the range of 180 to 200. 200 was actually a stiff resistance line, breaking which the stock can just definitely shoot out and move to levels of 230 to 250. So only for the day I had kept a target of 197, which it has already achieved. Now the stock having broken levels of 200, stock definitely looks very, very positive. It can even try to test levels of now 250. So having moved so much sharply, one can look at buying it on dips to levels closer to 210, 200 levels, keeping a target of 235 to 250, and now they can trial stop loss to 195.
Okay, monitor those levels. CCL Products is on a tear in today's session on account of a spectacular set of numbers. But let's move right on, nail it down to the last and final idea of each of our experts in their portfolios. Vedanta, that's the stock in question. Mithul, from the large caps, you've got Ken as well as Vedanta. So what's the rationale here, Ruchit? It's picked up very smartly, but what kind of a level do you think would be ripe to buy into Vedanta?
So Vedanta was more of a momentum call over here. We had a couple of months and moved higher. This stock has been one of the outperformer, wherein it has given quite good returns even in the mid cap space, rather than other metal stocks, or rather than other stocks in the market. So I think in yesterday's trading session, again it had showed signs of a continuation of the uptrend with a rise in volume. So that's a healthy sign. Anything around 104, 105 again would be a good opportunity, because the risk reward would be much favorable over there. Recent low of 96 should be kept as a positional stop loss. For the game show, I've kept 107 as a stop loss for intraday trading, and I'm expecting 115 by the end of the day.
Okay, that's the call coming in. Mithul, let's discuss Zee Entertainment as well. 1% higher for Zee Entertainment at this point of time. You've decided to place a call on this one and a buy call instead. 426. What's your call here?
If you see Zee Entertainment from last 1 month, it's moving from 350 to 400 very smartly. Every time it makes a new high, consolidate for 2 to 3 days, again make a new high. So yesterday also it made a new high. It made a box breakout. So it suggests that it's all set to make a new high of 435 plus. So for the show, I have decided target would be 426 with a stop loss of 413. But for me, it looks all set for 440 plus.
Okay, let's move right on and discuss the final idea. And Rudra, TBZ, disastrous set of numbers. And how much more downside are you envisaging on the charts?
See, stock is definitely in a clear downtrend, and the move, whatever it has seen, is just a dead cat bounce. Now stock having just gone to levels of 50 made a bounce till levels of 70, 75. 75 has been a strict resistance zone and lot of supply is seen at these levels. So for the game show, I was looking for selling at TBZ with a target of 65 rupees, keeping a stop loss at 72. However, if stock fails to cross those levels of 73 to 75, definitely.
Up to you there. Let's connect with the management of Rolta, and joining in is Mr. KK Singh, Chairman, Managing Director. Thank you for being with us, Mr. Singh. Congratulations, by the way, that multi-million pound order. If you could walk us through, the contours of what exactly this order entails.
This is for the UK Power Network, which is a major utility company in London, and this supplies power to almost the complete of London. And we are going to do all kind of network related work in this contract. I think this is a good contract which uses our IP as well as our strong practice of geospatial services. So it uses our domain expertise and also it uses our product experience. So we'll be able to provide the service to them for almost 7 years. And this is something which has been through tough competition. And we are very happy that we could get it.
So, Mr. Singh, can you tell us by when will the execution begin and what revenue booking are you expecting from this contract?
Well, this is the execution has already begun, and the key revenue figures we are not allowed to mention in this order, so I'll not be able to give you the exact revenue figures, but this will be high multi-million pound contract as it has been mentioned. So every year it will be a couple of £1 million which will be coming out of it.
A couple of £1 million, you said?
Yes, every year.
Okay. So from this amount, just walk us through how much comes in on the books now and, when will the financials really be reflected on your books with respect to this order?
This will be reflected right in this financial year itself because the work has already started. So this will be reflected in this year as well as in the future years.
Mr. Singh, can you tell us what does this order take your order book to and how much of that is executable over the next 12 months?
See, this, as I mentioned, that this is a 7-year contract, so it will be executed over 7 years, and every year it will be about a couple of $1 million, £1 million, which will be coming out of it. And certainly our order book overall is about 2,500 crores or so. Exactly the numbers we'll be able to give you after our board meeting is there, but these are the numbers which were there last quarter as well. So
can you tell us about the EBITDA margins on the contract?
The EBITDA margin on such contracts are in the range of about 25% or so.
And what is the deal pipeline over the next couple of quarters?
The pipeline is good. I think we are looking at good solid pipeline on.
So what kind of orders are on the anvil in the deal pipeline? Are you looking at bagging something in the next, say, couple of months?
Yes, I mean, certainly we keep on getting orders every now and then, but some orders which are very special type and which are a little different, they are the one which we announce, but continuously we certainly keep getting orders. So yeah, we are getting orders, and certainly we expect to have some good orders coming in.
What's the growth target that you're working towards for this year?
I couldn't get you.
Your growth target that you're working towards this year?
I really can't tell you that because we are still working out all that, and the financial year has already come to an end, and we are in the midst of working out the figures for the next financial year as well. And so we'll be able to talk to you once I come on TV after that.
Oh yes, Mr. Singh, we'll be blocking our appointment with you very soon. But, any conversion pipeline that you're expecting from large clients or the government?
I mean, of course, government and semi-government are the bodies which are our clients in India very much, and also abroad many places. So yes, certainly that's very much there. So
Okay, Mr. Singh, gonna let you go on that note. Thank you for being candid with us, talking a little bit about this order. Couple of multi-million dollars, a 7-year order that has been won. The execution has already begun, and he's speaking about how the financials for the UK order will be reflected in this financial year itself and be spread over the next 5 years, 7 years, pardon me, and that there are many such orders in the pipeline right now. For now, Rolta is clearly basking in the glory of this multi-million dollar contract, a multi-million pound contract. As we speak, the stock is quoting in double digits. It's a 14% up move at 87.1. What's the Nifty up to? Sub 78.50 right now at about 78.45. Just pull up the advanced decline ratio because that's still quoting in favor of the advancing side despite the fact that we have come off quite a little bit. The Sensex still in the green by about 120 points. You've got the broader end of the market which is continuing to look good but come off a tad from the day's high. Let's then wrap it up right here on BNSN, the stock game. But we've got Tanveer standing by for Market Sense on the other side. Tanveer.
Well, thanks very much for that. Kamna will be joining me in just a second as we walk our viewers through the top headlines that we are following right here on Market Sense.